Welcome for another pick a card reading. So this time we're going to be doing another postcard from heaven reading in which we're going to be channeling some messages from your spiritual guides, your ancestors, or your loved ones in spirit. And the title of this reading is What Your Spiritual Guides Wish You Knew. So we have here 3 doors that you can choose from. Pick a door, group 1, group 2, and then group number 3. Hi, group number 1. Let's begin with your reading. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective which chose group 1. You have the crone. You have the Queen of Fire, but it's actually in reverse. You have the King of Fire in reverse. Wow, King and Queen of Fire. You have the Queen of Air in reverse. You have the 7 of Fire. Okay. And you have the 2 of Fire. Bottom of the deck, you have here 8 of Fire. Wow, a lot of fire energies here. So anyway, here's what I'm hearing from your spiritual team. First and foremost, they wish that you knew how strong you are. Okay? So even if you're going through a rough lot, which is affecting your confidence or your optimism in life, this is something that you really needed to shift, okay? Because your guides are so proud of you. Your guides are actually seeing you differently. They know that this challenge that you're currently having is actually something that is temporary. That's number 1. And number 2, this is something that you can truly overcome. But in order for you as well to overcome all of these setbacks or all of these challenges, you have to change the way you view yourself, okay? Because if you notice, even the Queen and the King of Fire is actually in reverse. King of Wands and Queen of Wands, both, figures are actually very strong. They're ambitious. They're confident. They don't give up, all right? They go after their goals and dreams, all right? It doesn't matter whether you have fire in your chart. It's the energy. So I feel that your spiritual guides wanted you to embrace that energy, all right? That you're stronger than you think. They wanted you to be confident as well. They wanted you as well to become a lot more disciplined. That's another thing that I'm hearing. Disciplined in the way you handle your situation, your emotions, your thoughts. And yeah, even the 7 of Fire is talking about a person who's actually a fighter. And this is how they view you. Group number 1, you are a warrior. You are a fighter. In the traditional tarot, it actually shows a person fighting back. Like he's all alone by himself and there's a lot of people attacking him. But your guides are saying, all right, that this challenge, even though it's very tough, it's really difficult, they believe in you. They're not encouraging for you to give up, okay? They're encouraging for you to rise above these challenges because they believe so much in you. And this is what they wish you knew, okay? Because sooner or later, all right, what they're actually saying is that once you're able to overcome all of these challenges or all of these setbacks, you would actually become a totally different person than you used to be. And someday you will look back and say to yourself, wow, I've grown so much. In the past, I easily give up. In the past, I just see myself in a poor or pitiful way. But I've grown so much from it. I became a lot more confident now. I became a lot more stronger and wiser, okay? So yeah, this is what they're really trying to highlight for a lot of you chose this pile. Let's try to pull up another set of cards. You have woman holding a heart. Okay, you got here firm foundation. You have protecting treasure. So let's stop with all these three cards. I'm actually hearing two messages here just by looking at these cards. You might be seeing 444 a lot because you got the number 44, and this one is number 4. 4 is actually a number about security, stability, all right? And this is also a sign that your angels, your guides are watching over you, okay? So that's the first message. They wanted you to know that they're always watching over you and that you are dearly loved by them, okay? Number 2, there's actually something about security. Because again, 4 is a number of stability and security. And just by looking at this firm foundation card, it's like the spine of this guy over here is being highlighted with a triangle over here. And I'm kind of like picking up base chakra for some of you. And when your base chakra is actually blocked, all right, you feel insecure. There's fear, okay? There's confusion. So I feel that this is something that your spiritual guides wanted you to know. So you can actually overcome all of these challenges. Because I'm drawn to this mountain image over here. And mountains is always talking about obstacles and challenges. So maybe some of you are feeling less secure. You're not feeling confident, just like what I said earlier when I saw the King and the Queen of Wands in reverse, all right? So I feel this is what your spiritual team wanted for you to realize, that maybe it's about time for you to kind of like step away from that way of thinking or the way you view yourself. And this is a time for you to feel a lot more, secure, comfortable, and also be confident in who you truly are, in your capabilities, or what you can actually do. Some of you are feeling less secure because of relationships. That's another thing I'm getting when I saw this woman holding a heart, okay? So again, your spiritual team is encouraging for you to see yourself differently, okay? You're stronger than you think. Be confident that this is something that you can truly overcome. If it's all about love and partnerships, because I suddenly got that, okay? Like some of you are feeling less secure. You're not feeling, motivated or assured that this person is actually, going to come back, or this person doesn't love you, or why is it that I'm attracting the wrong type of relationships? And therefore, that is actually making you feel less secure, right? Then that is actually a sign. Those are triggers, and triggers are actually messengers. That is a sign that you can actually work on that, okay? That is a sign that you needed to heal that, whatever it is that's keeping you less secure. With a protecting treasure, I'm also getting here that there's actually something that some of you are having a hard time letting go of, okay? Because 4 of Pentacles, this is the 4 of Pentacles, by the way, you're probably holding on tightly on something, okay? But maybe this is actually the time for you to finally release it, to let things go. That's for some of you, okay? Let's try to pull up more. Oh, yes. Maybe it's this devil energy, because you got the devil card and it says here, temptation. So I feel that for group number 1, again, your spiritual team are also encouraging for you to let go of something that is not for your highest good. Something that is toxic, something that is unhealthy. Because again, you got this devil card. And it says here, temptation. So maybe some of you are aware that this is actually not really good for you anymore. or this is not going to help you to grow as a person, but you're kind of like still tempted to go back to it, even though you're quite aware already that this is actually not good for you. Some of you needed to hear that message, okay? There's something about breaking free as well from self-limiting beliefs. I also heard that. Or things that are actually, you know, kind of like keeping you stuck. Because again, with the devil, you're chained to something. So I feel that some of you, again, needed to hear that message to finally break free from something that is keeping you stuck, that is putting you in a low vibrational state. Yeah, look at this. Healing chaos. So I feel that, again, with the butterflies, there's something about change. There's something about transformation here. Now, for some of you, I'm also hearing that if you're going through a lot of difficulties recently and there's that really dark energy that's kind of like lurking around you, I don't know, I'm suddenly hearing that when I saw this tornado or this hurricane, all right? I'm actually, you know, hearing very strongly that even though, all right, there are some people around you who's trying to hurt you, who's trying their very best to put you down. I don't know who is this for. I'm suddenly hearing that right now. And if you're resonating with that, your spiritual guides wanted you to know that you're really protected. You're divinely protected. No matter how much they really try to put you down, to destroy your dreams, or do some things, all right, to put you in a low vibrational state. They're saying you're heavily protected. This is an assurance from your spiritual team, okay? Let's see what else. Yeah, look at that. The honoring path. Because this is what they're wanting for you to realize. All right? That someday, all right, despite of the many hardships with this healing chaos, despite of the many difficulties that you were faced with, that actually helped you or will help you to become strong. That's why at the very beginning of this reading, they're wanting for you to realize that you're stronger than you think. So don't lose motivation, is actually what I'm hearing. Replace the way you see yourself, all right? Self, sabotage is also what I'm hearing for someone. That's why I got the devil card, all right? Because they're saying that someday, all right, in the right time, this is what you're going to be experiencing. With this honoring path, we see here this lady. She's actually at the podium, and there's a lot of people clapping or applauding for her. And this is you becoming a victor. This is you overcoming all of these hardships and difficulties. You are a much more different version of yourself now. And that's exactly what I heard earlier. But you had to go through all of these steps in order for you to become wiser, braver, smarter. And all of your hard work and efforts will be paying off. That's exactly what I heard as well. Because again, we see here this lady, she's like being, applauded for something. Whether it's an excellent job that she has done, all right, or recognition, okay? So yeah, think about that. Group number 1, okay? These difficulties is just helping you to grow as a person. For some of you, there is a need for you to actually change or tweak some things. So you can actually transform to become a far more better person than you are, all right? So if you're resonating with you're feeling less secure, you're actually putting yourself down, there's self-sabotage, this is a time for you to replace those things or those thoughts or consciousness, okay? Because this is what you truly deserve. And this is something as well that you will be experiencing in the right time for all the hard work that you've done for yourself. Wow. Honor how far you've come. That's another message that's coming through with this honoring path. Because you've been through a lot, okay? And like what I said, the hardship or not so good experiences that you've been through, group number one, it didn't happen for no reason at all. It happened for a reason. These experiences are just molding you, all right, or shaping you to become a far more better person than you used to be. But ask yourself, how do I perceive myself in my situation? Do I always look at myself as something that is small or negative, or the situation is always negative or bad or toxic? There's something about that too, all right? So let's see. Let's pull up another set. Yeah, you got your truth be told. And you have here Eight of Raphael. So let's stop first because I'm drawn to this truth be told. We're just talking about how do you view yourself, all right? Are you always, feeling as if that you're small or you're not good enough? Most especially if the things that you've been working hard on is not coming into fruition just yet. I'm hearing that for someone watching group one. Okay, so there is something about you replacing the way you see yourself in your situation. There's something about illusion as well, right? Because we see here this mask. So I really feel that for group number one, this is something that you need to let go of, all right? The things that you've been saying to yourself that are not true. Even if other people are actually throwing a lot of dirt on your face, saying that you're good for nothing, or you can't achieve this. I'm hearing that. Somebody watching group number one is feeling very pessimistic or feeling very down because of there are some not so good people around you guys that are really affecting you or blocking you from achieving your desires or your goals. But then again, that's the message that I heard. You're divinely protected. Okay? No matter how much they try to kill your dreams. All right? They will never succeed. People who are actually insecure would do their very best to destroy another person because they know that person has the potential. And that's actually the lie. Because some of you maybe are believing what other people are saying, or because of how they're treating you or the things that you're going through, it's actually affecting the way you see yourself or your current situation. And we see here this owl again. So there's something about knowledge, right? You're becoming a lot more knowledgeable from all of these, experiences, whether it's good or bad. And then you have here Eight of Raphael. It says there's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. So again, Eight of Raphael is Eight of Cups. Maybe this is really the right time for some of you to really walk away from something that is unhealthy, something that is actually not good for you. Instead of living a lie that deep down is not really for me. It's hindering me from growing. It's preventing me from expanding. Now, that can be anything, okay? Whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship. So again, walk away, all right, from the things that is hindering you from growing. Because you deserve to grow. You deserve to expand, okay, as a person. And they're saying there's something better waiting for you. All right? Wow. And what's waiting for you? It's a really, really wonderful opportunity. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Towards success. Towards something that would make you feel so fulfilled in so many ways. Yeah. And you got the path. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about that. There's something about you giving yourself the permission to try out something new, to be open to a brand new path. Maybe this current path that you're on is not really good for you anymore. Okay? But some of you are resisting. That's actually what I'm hearing. And maybe that's why I got the Four of Pentacles. You're holding on too tightly on something you're not wanting to let go. But maybe this is the right time for you to realize that I need to wake up. Okay? I need to wake up. Maybe there's another wonderful opportunity out there. But I'm actually not open to it because I'm still busy holding on to something from the past or something that I really don't want to discard. Okay? Think about that, group number 1. On top of number 5, we keep on getting number 8. Okay? So, yeah, 8 is all about abundance as well. All right? But it's also a number about balance for me. It can also talk about soulmate relationships, all right? Maybe you probably thought, not all of you, you probably thought that this is actually the right person for you. And you're holding on too tightly in that person without you realizing that there's a new path. You're being led towards a different path. Something far more better for you, okay? There's really something about finally releasing something, because we see here this owl, all right, opening the window, releasing something, okay? So think about that, group number 1. Let's pull up another set of cards. Oh, yes. Are you kidding me? Love partnership. So for some of you, just like what I said, okay, I just said that less than a minute ago, that for some of you, it may be, related to love. Because again, like what I said, number 8 is also the infinity symbol, right? And it is also tied to soulmate relationships. So some of you, maybe you probably thought, oh, this is the one for me. I'm never going to let go, all right? I'm not going to be open to meeting new, people out there, all right? Or new potential partners. I'm just going to stay where I am right now because this is my person. This is my twin flame, But I feel, honestly, for some of you, you've got to realize, all right, that there is a reason why things didn't actually, end up the way that you are trying to picture it in your mind. Maybe there's a different path that's being opened up for you. Far more better than what you think is good for you. Again, whether it's love partnership or career, whatsoever. But for some of you, it's around love partnership, okay? Oh, yes, you got the storyteller. This is a time that you need, right, to have a brand new beginning for yourself. Why am I saying that? Because we see here this blank page, all right? This is Spirit's way of saying, all right, that you have the power, the key, because we see here this key, the power to create a brand new story for yourself. However, are you still replaying stories from the past? You've got to realize, group number 1, that it's about time to turn the page and write a brand new story for yourself. That's why you got the storyteller, right? Be open to embracing a brand new chapter. Again, whether this is actually about love and partnerships, career, whatever, okay? There's something about you having the courage to move away from something that is hindering you from growing. And in order for you to grow, you have to be courageous and confident enough to start something new for yourself, to create something new, just like this blank page, all right? Because you're open to learning new stuffs, new things, to explore other possibilities out there. Otherwise, you would always find yourself stuck in the past. And the stories that you were going to be telling, it's the same old stories from your past. Okay? Because you have the power here to create a brand new story for yourself. Wow, this is so interesting. I love your reading, group number 1, but we're not done yet. Let's pull up more. Yeah, you have control. This is the strength card, which is quite interesting. We saw a lot of fire energies at the very beginning of the reading. So whether you have fire in your chart, Leo especially. So regardless, even if you're not a Leo, embrace the energy of the lion is really what I'm getting. There's something about bravery. There's something about confidence, all right? Because this is what your spirit guides wish you knew, how strong you are, that you do have the power to create a brand new story for yourself. Unless you're willing, all right, to be stuck on the last page that you were on, and you're always telling bad stories about yourself, right? But with this awareness, with the key, with this awareness, you can actually change your life. You can actually change your reality. You can get yourself unstuck. But the question is, are you willing to do it? That is something that your spiritual guides are leaving entirely up to you. Because they can only guide you. They cannot control you. You do have free will. Okay? Because this is your life. You have the power and the conscious decision, all right, to do something for yourself, all right, or to change, again, your reality here. And again, this is the strength card. This is them saying you are stronger than you think. See? I love how everything is matching. And again, it's number 8. What the freak? 888. This is 44. That's number 8 as well. 26. If we add that up, that's number 8. Wow. You might be seeing that very often. Let's see what else. Connection. Okay. It says here we are all connected by a universal sea of energy. All that you think and do will have an effect on the world. That's true. Because everything is energy. Okay? So I feel that's the number one thing that your spiritual guides wanted you as well to realize. Everything is energy. Pay attention to your thoughts. What are you thinking about all the time? What are you saying to yourself all the time? Okay? Because that will create an impact, whether it's positive or negative. Okay? And for some of you with a connection, because I'm also getting with a love partnership that some of you are either kind of like having a hard time rather letting go of the past. There's something about that. But again, your spiritual guides wanted you to realize that there is a brand new path for you. There is a new path for you that is far more better than what you are, going through right now, whether it's around love, whether it's around career. We just have to be brave enough, okay, to go for it. That's really what I'm picking up here. Okay, let's pull it more. Yeah, he got adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So again, like what I said earlier, I love how everything is matching here. All right. All of those setbacks, the pain, the hardships that you're going through, you're learning. Okay. That's why you got images of this owl. All right. Because owl for me is a symbolism for knowledge and wisdom. All right. Look at your challenges, your present troubles and challenges differently. Okay? Do not just look at it as something negative, like purely negative. Try to look at it in a way that, okay, it is tough, but I know that this challenge is helping me to learn. This challenge is helping me to become brave, right? So maybe that's why I keep on hearing they're saying that you're stronger than you think. Yeah, look at that. Expect powerful change, right? So if you're going through a rough lot, this is just something temporary. So don't give up. That's why I got the Seven of Fire earlier, which is a card that talks about endurance. Stay determined, okay? Because you are a warrior, number one. You are a fighter. And also, with this expect powerful change, I'm also hearing that for some of you, in order for you to see some positive transformation or changes in your life, then there must be something that you also needed to change from within. Okay? You cannot expect for a thing to completely change without you doing anything. And you're just going to be staring at it and watching for it to change right in front of your eyes, right? That's another message that's coming through. But for some of you, if you're going through a rough lot as well, just be strong, stay determined, don't give up, because you will be able to overcome this challenge that you're currently faced with. Changes are happening, okay? All right, so let's actually pull up another set of cards here. Let's actually try this one. Yeah, look at that. Natural disaster. So I really feel that a lot of you guys are kind of like struggling right now because of there's something heavy that's going on in your life and you don't know how to survive it. Okay? There's something about that with this natural disaster. But you can overcome this, all right? You will. You are a survivor. And that's crazy because that's exactly what I said at the very start of the reading when I saw the wolf. There's something about you becoming this, strong survivor, all right, from a very difficult problem or situation. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, and it says here messages. And it says synchronicity, mind, and healing. So I feel that your guides are really sending you a lot of messages, whether through dreams or repeating numbers, because you've gotten a lot of repeating numbers so far, which is number 5 and number 8, okay? This is them, trying to let you know that they're here with you. They're protecting you. Even with this natural disaster card, all right, because the winds are so heavy, she almost lost her umbrella because of the heavy winds, all right? But I'm actually, hearing very strongly that no matter how challenging your situation is, all right, whether it's also people trying to bring you down or it's just, the circumstances, you are protected. And this is something that you can actually survive. There's something about, the mind, all right? There's something about how you actually see a situation, how you perceive a situation as well. If you try to kind of like use your mind wisely about a particular situation, that's going to be changing the course of things. That's another message that's coming through. Let it shine with the peacock spirit. That's crazy. So there's really something about confidence here. I love how everything is matching. Because peacock spirit is also about confidence, right? Because that's how the male peacock tries to woo the female peacock, all right? To show off, right? Like, that's why I got the message, let it shine, all right? There's something about you being encouraged by your spiritual team to be confident, to allow yourself to shine, okay? To rise above from any challenges that's keeping you from achieving your goals, all right? You got the lizard spirit, and it says, dream the world into being, right? And you also got the mouse spirit, tend to the small things. This is something that your spiritual guides are kind of like saying, group number one. They're saying that this dream of yours, all right, is not something that's impossible for you to reach. Okay? It's only fear that's going to be limiting you from achieving that dream. So again, their message for you is to stay confident, persevere, don't give up. That dream will become a reality. But pay attention to your mind, okay? The way you actually see yourself, or you see this situation that you're currently faced with. Let's try to pull up more. Take a moment, it says here. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. So for some of you, this is a message that you really needed to hear. Don't be too hasty. Take a moment to reflect on some things before you actually make a final decision, okay? Listen to your inner voice. Listen to your inner guidance. Because again, that's why I got the card messages earlier. Oh my gosh. You got the Christos card. And you also got the Tranquility card. So let's actually start off with the Christos card. It says here, you are eternally loved and held within the palm of creation. Feel my presence beside you, my dear friend, for I am always with you. You are always in my heart. And this is a special card for me as well, group number one. Let me just share this, okay? When I was actually going through a rough lot, all right, and I was on the verge of giving up, I was cleaning my, flat. And I suddenly realized that there's actually a card lying on the floor, all right? And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that this card is actually here. So when I tried to pick it up, it's actually this card, Christos, okay? And when I saw this, I burst out crying because this is a sign that the divine or the angels or Christ is actually helping me and supporting me in my darkest moments. That's why I got the natural disaster. We all experience suffering. We all experience pain. We all experience challenges. But know that you're never alone, okay? You are eternally loved and held within the palm of creation. Whether it's Jesus Christ or any other ascended master is right beside you, group number one, okay? That's their message for you. And then you got tranquility. It says here, trust. All will turn out well. Everything will fall into place. Peace of mind and tranquility are soon restored. So if you're going through, again, a lot of, challenges recently that you're on the verge of giving up, or you're kind of like really feeling upset, like you really don't like where you are right now, all right? You wanted to achieve peace in your situation. Know that you're getting the support of the divine from your guides, your angels, and that this is their assurance for you that things will actually change, all right? That everything will actually turn out well. This is not the time for you to add more to your problems by thinking negatively. That's really what I'm hearing. Change the way you think, okay? Have faith is what I'm hearing. Have faith that everything will turn out well for you. All right, let's pull up another card. Trust. Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me? You got the message, trust, all will turn out well. Everything will fall into place. My gosh. Now you got the message that says, okay, let's see here. Leap into the unknown. Have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. Oh my gosh. This is so creepy. Right. So again, the word trust is very strong for group number one. Okay? This is what your spiritual guides wanted you to know. Some of you, you're being encouraged to step outside of your comfort zone in order for you to see some changes, all right, in your reality. There's something that you need to let go of from your past, all right? You're being encouraged to go for it, all right? Leave the past. Do not look back anymore. Always look ahead is also what I'm hearing. And believe in yourself, all right? That you can soar high. That's why it says here, let it shine. Allow yourself to shine and soar high, okay? Wow, group number one, this is so freaking amazing. So here's what we're going to be doing before we wrap things up. Let me actually get some messages for you from your loved ones in spirit, or additional messages from your loved ones in spirit, your angels, your guides. Let's see. You are never alone. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Well, yeah, because this is the same message when we saw the Christos card, okay? That's why this is my favorite card from this deck, which is the Spirit Oracle. Because I really had an amazing experience that I'll never forget ever, when I was going through a rough lot and this card fell on the floor when I was cleaning the house. And yeah, it's an assurance from the divine that I was never alone, all right? That he's actually right beside me. So the same with you guys. You're never alone, all right? Whatever it is that you're going through, your guides are with you every step of the way, all right? You're not going through all these, things alone by yourself. This is something that they wanted you to know or to realize. Wow. Don't be afraid. So see, there's something about releasing fear, letting go of fear. Wow. And for some of you, release any, fear-based energies so you can soar high. And so that you can also take that giant leap of faith. Okay, perfect. Because we needed 2 more cards. So let's see here. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Oh my gosh. This reading is creepy. The synchronicity is so freaking amazing. Wow. And then I am just a thought away. So that's another message for you from your spiritual team. Okay. You're always in their thoughts. They're watching over you. And they're saying you're never alone, okay? You can overcome this challenge, this natural disaster, right? Not necessarily a particular type of disaster, but, the storm of your life is what I'm actually getting. So don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid. Believe in yourself. You can do it. That's why I keep on hearing the word confidence. I love how everything is matching. Because if you can still remember at the very start of the reading, I mentioned something about confidence and bravery, because you got the king and the queen of wands, right? And both are really brave, king and queen. They're confident. They're goal setters or go getters, right? So I feel that this is actually something that your guides wanted you to embrace. It doesn't matter whether you have, fire in your chart. It's embracing that type of energy. It's you becoming a lot more courageous and stronger than what you think, okay? Wow. All right. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this group number 1. This is a long reading because your guides really has a lot of messages for you, but I certainly hope that this would actually help you in your current situation so you can also make some positive changes for yourself. All right. Now that you're equipped with such awareness, all right, which is delivered by your own spiritual team, then I hope this can actually help you to shift your life in a very positive way. All right. There you go. I'll see you next week. Bye. Okay, group number 2. Let's begin with your reading. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 2. What your spiritual guides wish you knew. You have the scribe. King of air. King of fire. Four of fire. Six of water. And then 7 of fire. Bottom of the deck, you have the Self card. Wow. I'm even hearing a very specific message for someone out there who chose this group, okay? So here's what I'm hearing for group number 2. First and foremost, your guides wanted you to know, all right, that you are such an amazing and highly creative individual. And this is something that they wanted you to remind yourself. I'm hearing that some of you are actually being heavily affected, that you're starting to either give up on your dreams or you're starting to doubt yourself. I don't know who is this for. Somebody watching group number 2 is feeling very much frustrated because you guys have been working hard on something. You're doing everything to achieve your dreams and goals, but it seems as if that it's not working smoothly for you. I'm even hearing that some of you are an aspiring writer because you got the scribe card over here. I don't know who is this for. So maybe you wanted to be a successful writer, or you've tried it, but for some reason you actually ran into a lot of, challenges and failures. But always remember that we all experience disappointments. We all experience failures. But we've got to see failures differently, is what I'm hearing right now from your spiritual team. The failures that you have experienced from your past is giving you an opportunity to learn. That's what they wanted you to realize. And also, when we experience failures, all right, this is a time for us to look back into it and see it as not for you to doubt yourself, not for you to feel frustrated and to blame yourself for experiencing those failures, but, all right, what is it that I can actually do so that I can improve? What are the things that I need to tweak a little bit, okay? Because some of those successful people out there, they also experience a lot of failures. They didn't become successful overnight. Some of them, they went through a lot of disappointments and failures in life until they were able to master it. So I don't know who is that for, regardless whether you are an aspiring writer or whatever type of career you wanted to pursue in life. What your spiritual guides wish you knew is that you can achieve it. And that you are equipped with a lot of talent, skill. I'm even hearing that you guys are highly creative. You're smart with the King of Air. But you need to be brave. You need to be confident. King of Fire or King of Wands is somebody who doesn't quit as well. They're go-getters. They're very assertive. And right below it, you got the 7 of Fire. And 7 of Fire is a card that talks about endurance. Staying determined. And this is you being a fighter. Being a warrior. That no matter how many challenges or setbacks you're faced with, you're not going to quit. And did you know, group number 2, that the most successful people out there, all right, the reason why they're successful, because they don't know how to quit. And that is your key. Okay? Stay true to your goals. Look at this guy over here, the archer. He's putting his focus on his target. And this is you, putting your focus on your desire, on your dreams. Do not flinch, is actually what I'm hearing. And this is also why you got the Self card. Because your spiritual guides wanted you to see yourself as this amazing person. This highly creative individual. You are abundant. I keep on hearing that. Because of the knowledge, the power, the confidence, right, that you actually have, the skills. Embrace that, okay? Do not doubt yourself just because your plans are not working, right now, or it's not running smoothly for you. And last message that I'm hearing, it's quite similar to group number 1, okay? I heard this for group number 1. And the message is, if you actually are finding yourself trapped in the past, in which you always kind of like replay the past all the time, this is actually the time for you to think about it and just really, try to realize that the more that I actually reflect on the past, the more that I go back, I'm keeping myself stuck on that last page in the last page that I was on. Because this is a time for you to write a new story for yourself with the scribe card, okay? This is a time for you to begin a new story for yourself. The past is the past. There's no point in going back to it, all right? Unless you want to be stuck on that last page that you were on. But this is a time for you to turn on a new page is what I'm hearing. All right, so let's actually move on to the next set of cards. Yeah, he got deceit. And I'll tell you why he got the deceit card. But first, let's pull up another card here. You have patience and planning. Yeah, you have goblins. All right, so I'm hearing 2 strong messages here just by looking at these 3 cards. So with the deceit card, this is what your spiritual guides wanted you to know. For those who are resonating with, just because you're experiencing some failures, just because your plans are not running smoothly, or that you've tried many attempts, but you always, encounter a lot of challenges, that it's really affecting your confidence is what I'm hearing. It's actually affecting the way you see yourself. And so your guides are saying, whatever it is that you're telling yourself, that you can't do this, you can't do that, or that you are not good enough, that's a lie, all right? Because they wanted you to see yourself differently. There's something about negative self-talk, all right? There's something about you feeling disappointed because you were experiencing a lot of failures, and you begin to really, put yourself down and really doubt your own abilities. And so your guys are saying that's a lie, all right? Don't believe that. I'm even hearing that if it's not necessarily just you, but other low vibrational people are kind of like throwing dirt on your face and telling you, oh, you're good for nothing, all right? Or you're not worthy. Again, that is a lie. People who are threatened by you. I don't know who is this for, but this is what I'm hearing. People who are threatened by you because they're seeing you have the potential would do their very best to destroy you. And the way for them to stop you from achieving your goals is to find your weakest spot and to attack you with it. Either it's their confidence. Either they would be doing things to make you feel really, less confident, or they're going to be doing some things to make you feel upset. There's something about jealousy, honestly, when I saw this Goblins card. So some of you guys are probably around low vibrational people. And whatever it is that they're actually saying or doing, okay, don't believe that. Protect your energy. They're doing that because they know that you do have the potential. For some of you guys, it's not necessarily other people making you feel that way, but it's your own negative thoughts with this Goblins card. So regardless, again, don't believe the mind chatters, all right? Or don't believe what other people may have been projecting towards you. Because your guides are seeing you differently. Your guides are seeing how truly amazing you are and that you're blessed with a lot of potential. You have the capacity or the ability to become a successful person, regardless of whatever type of career you wanted to pursue. Some of you, I'm hearing writer, okay? Or you're actually an aspiring writer. So again, just be patient, okay? With this patience and planning card, just be patient. Because again, some people, they have to go through a lot first before they can actually master something. And remember, failure is also the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher. This is going to be, helping you and shaping you or mold you to become a much more stronger person, okay? Because of the experiences, because of what you have gone through. So yeah, let's move on to the next set of cards. Messenger of Air. Environment. Oh my gosh. Okay. Playing it safe. Okay, so again, I'm hearing two messages. What I'm actually hearing from Spirit is that for some of you, you are actually in a very toxic environment, okay? Remember, I was just talking about like some of you guys are actually dealing with a lot of difficult people, low vibrational people, who's really affecting you in so many ways that some of you are beginning to doubt yourself, all right? There's something about gaslighting too. I also heard that, okay? In which you begin to doubt yourself. You actually begin to believe that you are bad. You're actually not worthy. Or you're believing what other people are actually, saying to you. So I'm getting a very dark or evil energy here, honestly, for some of you. In which you're also kind of like, dealing with either narcissistic people or energy vampires. I'm even hearing somebody watching group number 2. You guys are actually heavily affected by some gossips, okay? I don't know who is this for. In which either you are beginning to lose motivation to go to work, because I'm hearing workplace environment. All right, people are probably, saying some things that are totally untrue about you. All right, and it's really affecting you. Again, there's something about you not paying attention to the lives of others. Plus, I'm actually also hearing that maybe this environment that you are in, all right, is something that is so toxic. It's something that is actually, not allowing you to grow anymore. I don't know who is this for. So I feel that some of you are just afraid with this playing it safe. to make some changes for yourself because you're afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. All right? It's fear that's limiting some of you guys. Plus, with this playing it safe, again, there's also a message of, since you're actually being viewed by your spiritual team that you're equipped with a lot of talents, a lot of gifts, all right? This is a time for you to be courageous, to take a leap of faith, to go after what you want, all right? Don't wait for opportunities to happen for you. Create it. Whether it's you needing to change jobs, I don't know who is this for, because you know deep down this is actually not helping you to grow anymore. Or whether it's you having the courage, again, like what I said, to pursue this dream, to allow yourself to shine instead of just, being in the shadows is what I'm hearing, okay? There's something about that too. All right, let's move on to the next set of cards. Regeneration. Yeah, look at this. 3 of Michael. Oh my gosh. You got the card change. Wow. So here's what I'm hearing. In order for you to experience change in your life, some of you really needed to heal the past. Some of you needed to release the past. Otherwise, like what I said, you would always be stuck in that 3 of Swords energy. And this is the message that I also got when I saw the Scribe card. There's something about, will you allow yourself to be stuck on the last page that you were on? Maybe this is a wake-up call for some of you that it's about time to turn on a new page, to write a different story for yourself. Change starts from you as well, group number 2, okay? They're saying that you will grow from this painful or difficult situation. Just like with this regeneration card, you may actually feel as if that you've lost everything, okay? You're losing hope. That's another thing that I'm getting. Because every time I see this card, again, it shows a dead tree. So it seems to me as if that it's completely dead. There's no hope, all right? But we actually see new leaves growing. So there is hope. There is definitely a chance for you guys to make some changes. Or for a really positive transformation as well to happen for you. However, there is a need for you to release the past and just learn from it. Okay? Yeah, look at this. Just breathe. This is 4 of Swords, you guys. This is a time for you guys to finally release from this heartbreak. Whatever this is for you. Whatever it is that has caused you a lot of pain. Okay? Because 3 of Swords is talking about heartbreak, sadness, isolation, or loss. Heal. Alright? That's their message for you. Plus, again, look at this image over here. She's actually also looking at herself. This is your higher self, all right? Also connecting and trying to tell you that you're not what you think. You're not what people are saying even. Because again, I'm picking up that message for someone watching group number 2 in which you're beginning to doubt yourself. You're seeing yourself as if that you're really a good for nothing, or that your worth is really heavily affected here just because of the failures, just because you've lost something, just because things are not working according to what you want. or even because of what people are trying to say to you. But regardless of whatever scenario, take a breather, group number 2, okay? This is a time for you to heal. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, look at that. The power of purpose. Stay true to your goals. All right? If there's a need for you to take a breather with this just breathe, take a step back so you can actually, again, rejuvenate, right? With this regeneration card. So I'm hearing a strong message from your spiritual guides, group number 2, not to be too hard on yourself. Every time you feel overwhelmed, you're drained, you're exhausted because you got the 10 of fire earlier, then that's a sign that your body is asking for you to, all right, let's take a step back. Let's take some time to heal so I can actually come back a lot more centered and balanced and fully recovered, okay? But that's not to say you're actually going to be giving up on your dreams. So yeah, stay true to your goals. And that's interesting because actually earlier, if you can still remember, you got the 4 of fire where it shows a guy, the archer, right? This is crazy. Yeah. That's what you actually got earlier. So again, that's the same message from Spirit. Encouraging for you not to give up on your dreams, not to give up on your goals. And again, keep your blinders on is what I'm hearing. All right. This is something that my former boss actually told me because I used to work with a lot of toxic people in which they're really trying to bring me down. They're really doing everything so I can actually, resign from my work. They're coming up with a lot of lies and all that. But I remember my former boss, and that's something I'll never ever forget. He told me that I know who you are. I know your capabilities. I know your talents. There's something about credibility as well. And the fact that my boss, my own, leader, believes in me so much, all right, that really, helped me a lot to feel more secure because what the people that I used to work with are doing is that they're saying a lot of negative stuffs about me, things that are totally untrue. And the fact that my former boss really told me that I know who you are. I know what they're saying is totally untrue about you. So, here's my piece of advice. Keep your blinders on. That's what he told me. Stay true to your goals. Put your focus on your goals. Do not listen to the barking dogs. And I feel this is also the same message for someone out there. Okay? Put your focus on your goals. Do not pay attention to what people are saying or whatever it is that they're doing to interfere, to stop you from achieving this success that you will soon achieve in life. Because that's the thing. When a person is insecure and jealous, and they feel threatened by a person who has a lot of potential, they would do everything to put that person down. They would bash that person, hate on that person, say things that unfortunately other people would buy, right? That's a sad reality. It happens everywhere, even especially on social media, in which people would actually begin to throw a lot of hate comments and other people would just automatically believe just because that person who actually, dropped a negative comment, they would believe what that person said, right? So again, haters will hate. But it shouldn't affect your trust in yourself, your confidence in yourself. Because your guides believe in you so much. Just like what my former boss actually did, all right? When he actually had this one-on-one with me before. All right, let's see what else. Okay, you have adventures. Let's pull up more. Landscapes, places. And acceptance. Wow. So here's what I'm hearing based on these 3 cards, group number 2. What your spiritual guides wanted you to realize and what they wanted you to know, or they wish that you know, all right, is that maybe this is also a time for you to reflect on some things in your life that is causing for you to feel either undervalued or some things to cause or put you to a lot of stress is what I'm hearing. Maybe you're not in a healthy environment, because again, that's interesting. You got the environment card earlier, right? There you go. And now you got the landscapes and places card. And this landscapes and places card is actually talking about, are you comfortable in your environment? Do you like where you are right now? Do you wish to explore new experiences and perspective? Maybe this is also the time for you to ask those questions so you can actually be clear on your next step or your next direction. For instance, if the answer is no, I don't like where I am right now, I'm unhappy, I'm not feeling comfortable, then the next question is, what do you do? All right? It's either you live with it or you accept it, okay, with acceptance, or you make some changes. That's why you got the change card. Makes sense, right? Because you do have the power to also change your situation. So either you live with it, you accept it, or you say to yourself, nope, I don't deserve this, all right? I wish to explore new experiences out there. There's far more wonderful opportunities out there for me, so why should I allow myself to be stuck here where there's no growth? On top of, I'm in a very unhealthy environment. Those are the things that you need to ponder about. I don't know who is that for. Maybe somebody watching group number 2 is thinking about shifting careers or moving to a different job, all right? But this is a training ground for you. This is what Spirit is saying. It doesn't mean that if you go and, move to a different job, that the possibility of you encountering toxic people is not going to be there, or the chances of meeting those, type of people with the same or similar energy, right? It's still there, right? Everywhere you go, there are snakes in the jungle. This is a training ground for you. That's what I'm hearing. Because you have to be exposed to these, type of things for you to learn, for you to become stronger. And the next time you encounter these type of low vibrational people, you know how to handle it. You're not going to be affected anymore by, their behaviors or actions. That's what I'm hearing. Life is actually an adventure, okay? Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's painful. Just go with the flow of life. That's another message that's coming through. Plus, again, adventure, and then you got landscapes and places. So I really feel that for some of you, your guides are also encouraging for you to be open to new experiences. All right? Maybe this is also the time for you to allow yourself to expand instead of allowing yourself to be stuck where you are. Otherwise, you will never grow. And again, with the acceptance card, there are some things that maybe you also needed to acknowledge or to accept. That no matter how much you wanted to change something, whether it's a person or what, there are some things that you cannot really change. Even when it comes to a person. If you wanted to change this person's behavior, you cannot just expect them to be doing that overnight. It is their own decision. It is their own free will to change their behaviors. they hold the key towards their change. All right? So this is also something that some of you really needed to accept. That no matter how much you wanted to change a person or how things are, yeah, unfortunately, that's not the way it is. So again, either you live with it or you are the one who's going to be changing the situation. Not necessarily you leave this job, okay? But maybe how you respond, okay, to a situation. Because like in my case, I almost lost my job when all of these toxic people did those nasty stuffs towards me in the past. And at that time, I was so upset. Like, I don't want to quit my job because I love my job and that I've been working there for a decade. But just because I encountered some toxic people who's trying to bring me down and who wanted me to resign, all right, I was torn. Like, am I quitting just because of I'm sick and tired of how people are actually doing all of these stuffs, creating a stink, creating some negative, stuffs? Or do I still love my job? And so when I actually tried to think about it, and I realized that no, I love my job. Why should I quit? All right. So what I actually changed there is how I reacted to what they're doing. I reminded myself that so long as I'm doing what is right, there's nothing to be afraid about. So long as everything is well documented, that even my boss or the leaders of my company would see that everything is well documented, that I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm doing what is right, okay, then there's nothing that I should be afraid about. Now, how people are going to be doing their stuff, throwing dirt at you, all right, it's beyond your control. We cannot control how a person would react or would actually, demonstrate their behavior towards you. It is a reflection of who they are. But this is actually something that you can change and how you're going to be responding to what they're doing, okay? So somebody actually needed to hear that message. Let's see. Let's pull it more. Yeah, work through your fears. What the freak? I was just talking about, why should I be afraid? Exactamundo. So I feel somebody really needed to hear that. Some of you are playing things safe because you are afraid. It's actually fear that's holding you back. Okay? Whatever type of scenario you're actually resonating with. But there's something about working through your fears. There's something about letting go of your fears that's holding you back from growing, holding you back from experiencing a wonderful beginning out there or a chapter out there. You're meant to ascend. My gosh. Yeah, there's something about movement for group number 2. Maybe that's why I kept on hearing, don't allow yourself to be stuck on the last page that you're on. Otherwise, you'll be forever stuck on that last page. Help yourself to move forward. Because you're meant to grow. You're meant to accelerate. You're meant to elevate. And people who are stuck would always try to bring you down. So you will be in the same place as theirs. But that's not something that you actually deserve, group number 2. All right? You're meant to elevate. And you're getting the spiritual support as well. That's what they wanted you to know. Your guides are also helping you to work through your fears, to release the fear that's hindering you from progressing. Interesting. Let's see what else. Okay, so you got compromise. So maybe for some of you, there is also a need for you to compromise, all right, around your situation. Sweet results await. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what we were just talking about. Remember that Spirit was actually saying that you guys would be blessed with financial success, all right? Just be patient, all right? Your time is going to come because you guys are hardworking. So there you go. Sweet results await. And we see here this bee. Bees are very hardworking. So your hard work will produce amazing results. Just be patient, okay? That's not to say that if you're not getting it right now, that it's going to give you the reason to quit or, yeah, to give up on your dreams. Let's see what else. Strength. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It says strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we're always with you, right? We were just talking about how you are spiritually guided, all right? You're being protected by your spiritual team. But in order for you to help your spiritual team, you have to do your part. How? By releasing negativity, okay? By working on your fears. That's also how you help your spiritual guides. Because again, working with your spiritual guides is never a one-way thing. It has to be the both of you. You have to do your part, and your spiritual guides will also support you in the best way that they can. So it's not just them doing the work for you. You also have to realize that you have to do the work yourself as well, or your part. Okay, you got new direction. Ooh. Life may seem like a whirlwind at the moment, yet there is a divine order to the present circumstance. What may appear as chaos is often angelic forces of the universe at work. After the storm clears, oh my gosh, you got that earlier, right? After the storm clears, you will be steered in a new direction, a time of renewed health, joy, and abundance. See, you're being directed or redirected to a different path. That's why it says here, a new direction. So it may appear as if that everything is chaotic, it's really bad, all right? Without you realizing that you're just being prepared for something far more better. Whether it's a relationship that you thought is right for you, or a job that you thought is really healthy for you, whatever, okay? Trust where you're being guided. That's really what I'm hearing for group number 2 as well. Okay, let's pull up more. Balance. Oh, okay. It says here, take time to relax. See, I told you guys. Remember the 4 of Swords? Take a breather. This is a time for you to just breathe. Okay? Find some time to relax. Find some time to incorporate fun in your everyday life. All right? Because it says here, indulge a little more or, less. And then set boundaries as well with your work. Because what's happening for group number 2, you guys are very, very hardworking people. No doubt about that. In fact, you even got the beast spirit. This is your animal totem as well for some of you. All right? No wonder you got the 10 of fire or 10 of wands. Because 10 of wands is also talking about a person who's so freaking hardworking. However, they have the tendency to burn themselves out. So I feel that this is a message for someone out there to take some time to relax. Don't be too hard on yourself, all right? Allow yourself to relax so you can come back fully recovered, feeling a lot more rejuvenated, just like what I said earlier. All right. And that's the boundaries. Know when to actually, give yourself a time to pause. That's the boundary. Okay. Like, I can't just do everything all at once, or I need a break. Okay. Because I'm being too hard on myself. I need to pay attention to my health too. Right. So somebody actually needed to hear that message. All right. So Group number 2, before I wrap things up, let me actually pull up some messages, additional messages from your loved ones in spirit, your guides. Let's see what they wanted to tell you right now. Aw, I send you loving signs through nature. So for some of you guys, all right, this is how your spiritual team, your loved ones and spirits is trying to communicate with you. Whether they're actually, sending you signs, through nature. Either you're seeing animals, specific animals or insects. It can be butterfly, all right? It can be the bee, all right? But we have here a lot of images of butterfly, I notice. It can be birds as well, right? So pay attention to that. And again, I'm actually drawn to this image of the dandelion. Dandelion is all about wish, or it's connected to wish or dreams. So again, your guides are helping you to fulfill your dreams. But it's about time for you to release any fear, or do not limit yourself as well from achieving that dream, okay? If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. That's another message that some of you needed to hear from your own spiritual team or your loved ones in spirit. So maybe your loved one in spirit is now realizing, all right, some things that they may have done when they're still in this physical realm. And that's true, because when you actually cross over to the other side, you're no longer in the physical realm. You are going to be thinking differently. Your perspective of things are really going to be different. I remember I've actually read for a client in the past in which she had some issues with her mother, okay? Because her mother is narcissistic. And the message that came through for her is that her mother's saying, I'm so sorry I did all of those things. Now I'm seeing things differently now. So it's the same message for some of you guys out there. That's why it shows the image of the earth. Because that's it. When we're actually in this physical world or physical realm, our perception of some things is really different. We may perceive things differently because you are living in the material world or the 3D world, all right, in which there's judgment. All right, or it's being influenced by other stuffs. And you may perceive it as the truth. But when you actually cross over to the other realm or to a different dimension, you begin to see things differently. And this is exactly what's happening for some of your loved ones in spirit, okay? We will be together again. Aww. So this is another message for some of you guys. If you're longing, you're missing your loved ones in spirit, they wanted you to know that you guys will be together again. Okay? Time is just an illusion. You guys are never alone. Your guides are always with you. And you have a message that says, oh my gosh, I will always point you in the right direction. See? You're never alone. Trust that your guides are leading you to the right path. That is exactly why you got the new direction. Because again, you got this message that says, I will always point you in the right direction. Are you kidding me? Because it says here, after the storm clears, you will be steered in a new direction. Are you kidding me? And then he got this message. See? Have faith. Trust that you're always on the right path because you have your guides with you. You have spiritual support. So yeah, I hope this would actually help you, group number 2, to feel safe. To feel more secure and confident that I know that I'm in the right direction because the universe is actually working for me, not against me. That I have my guides and my, spiritual team to lead me to the right path. Okay? So yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 2. Such a wonderful, wonderful reading. I know this is a really long reading, as well as with group number 1, but my guides really wanted me to do a much more detailed reading for the collective, because the spiritual guides are really coming through. They really wanted to deliver a message for the people out there watching this video. All right, so I hope it really did help you to, you know, change some things, or to look at things differently, and to feel safe, to feel a lot more confident this time, because that's the main purpose of your spiritual team: to empower you, to lead you to the right path, to help you to grow. Okay, so that's all I have for you. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye now. Hey, group number 3, let's begin with your reading. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective, which shows group number 3. What your spirit guides wish you knew. Wow, you have 9 of water. Six of water. Queen of fire. Five of earth. Six of air. And you have here 6 of earth. Bottom of the deck, you have the Union card. Okay, so here's what I'm actually seeing for group number 3. And this is very straightforward from your spiritual team. What they wish you knew is this. Some of you are still being held back from the past. All right? Whatever that is, whether it's a painful memory, a traumatic experience, there's really something from your past that you really needed to release and move away from. Okay? Because you got the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is a transition card. But what's happening is that some of you guys are still being hunted by the past, or a past energy is affecting your present reality. And that's not something that you really deserve. Your spiritual guides wanted you to know that you actually do have the power to move forward. But the question is, are you allowing yourself to move forward? Or are you always finding yourself replaying the past? Others of you, what I'm actually getting here is that there's something about lack with the 5 of Pentacles. It can be related to something that you're wishing about or you're hoping for, which is not happening, because you got the 9 of Cups in reverse. So whatever it is that you've been manifesting, whether it's a person, whether it's actually a particular dream or goal that you're not getting just yet, all right, is actually making you feel upset and frustrated, which is a natural thing. Anybody who's put in that situation would feel exactly the same way as you are feeling. However, what your spiritual team wanted you to do is to move away from this energy. Not because you're not getting what you want. It doesn't mean that you will never get it. That's one. For some of you, I'm getting a different message from your spiritual team. That the reason why you're not getting what you want is because you're meant to achieve something far more better. And they wish you knew that. Because sometimes we keep on forcing that, oh, this is what I want. No matter what, this is what I want. But no matter how much you try to pursue it, but if that thing or whatever it is that you've been manifesting is not really happening for you, maybe because of it's not really meant for you. You're meant to experience something else. You're meant to be led towards a different path. The word acceptance is really strong here. Okay? So again, I'm hearing two things. For some of you, I'm hearing that it's like the total opposite. It's not to say that you won't achieve your dream, okay? But there is a time and season for everything. You will soon overcome any tests or challenges that are blocking you from achieving your dream. Second, for some of you, I'm getting a different message. That maybe, all right, the reason as to why this thing that you've been manifesting is not happening for you is because of the universe knows what is best for you. You may always think that you know what's best for you. But remember, the universe sees everything. The Creator knows what is best for you. And this is something that your spiritual guides wish you knew. That the reason why things are not happening according to what you want, it's because there's actually something far more better for you. Again, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship. Lastly, what I'm also getting here is that your spiritual guides wanted you to know how beautiful you are with the Queen of Fire. Whether you're male or female, all right? Doesn't matter. You can switch roles. They're wanting for you to feel confident about yourself. They're wanting for you to love yourself. They're wanting for you to stay assertive or to be assertive towards achieving what it is that you want in life. So again, those are the messages I'm hearing. Only take what applies, all right? Because there's actually several messages here that I'm hearing from your spiritual team. Let's try to pull up another set of cards. The Thinking Man. Conflict and defeat. Metamorphosis. Interesting. Now, here's what I'm hearing based on these three cards, group number 3. Some of you are going through some sort of like inner conflict, okay, with this 5 of Swords energy, all right? And you may actually find yourself consumed by your own thoughts, all right, or wrapped up in your thoughts. And the more that you actually try to overthink, the more you try to seek for some clarity, the more that you're not getting the answers that you're actually searching for. That's really what I'm hearing, okay? And this is actually making you feel upset. You're trying to search for some answers. You're trying to gain some clarity, but it's like nothing is happening. I'm not getting the answers that I want. And if you're resonating with that, whoever this is for, all right, there's a message that says it's about time to step outside of your head, okay, to get out of your head. I keep on hearing that. Be gentle with yourself, all right? And just trust that sooner or later things would make sense. Sometimes we wanted the answers to come right now, right at this very moment. But there's a time and season for everything. That's why I got the metamorphosis. Just like the stages of, again, a butterfly, right? As much as you wanted to be the butterfly right away, you have to go through some stages. But just trust that everything will be revealed to you, or things will make sense, things will become clear to you. That's what I'm hearing with these 3 cards for someone out there. Next message that I'm hearing is that, yeah, there is a need for some change, because metamorphosis is also talking about transformation or change. Maybe this is actually around the way you think, okay, because you got the Thinking Man. Pay attention to your thoughts. Be mindful of what you're actually always thinking. Are you always thinking negatively about your situation? Are you always inviting negativity in your life? Things like that. So I keep on hearing they're saying in order for you to see a different reality, you have to change the way you think or to pay attention to your thoughts. Let's see what else. Nine of Fire. Joyous fun. Professional assistance. So for some of you, I'm actually hearing that this had something to do with some career direction. Okay, now that I'm seeing the professional assistant, somebody watching group number 3 is feeling confused as well about what is my next step, what is my next direction. I don't know if I'm still on the right path here, because Nine of Fire is actually talking about a person who's undecided. It's hard for you to make up your mind. It's hard for you to decide about what is my next step or what should I be doing next. And if you're resonating with that, all right, here's what I'm hearing from your spiritual team. And they wish that you knew this information. They're saying that the answer is within you, okay? You know what's best for you. The key is within you. And they're saying that in order for you to find the answer that you're seeking for, you really have to go within. You also needed to pay attention to what makes you happy. For instance, if it's actually career, all right, ask yourself, are you still happy where you are right now? Honestly, ask yourself that. Because yes, we actually, sometimes work because of, for the obvious reason that we have bills, to pay, right? But not necessarily that we love our job, unfortunately. Sometimes we have no choice but to work for this type of job, even though we're not really passionate about it, but because it's a high paying job or it pays the bills, we stay in that job, right? But I'm also getting a very strong message from, Spirit for some of you guys to also honestly ask yourself that question. Are you still happy? Are you passionate in what you're doing? Do you like the environment that you are in? Are you around helpful and supportive people? Not just about work, okay? Are you around people who are very supportive? Are you around people who brings about a lot of fun and joy into your life? These are the things that your spiritual guides wanted you to think about. Because maybe that's what's also affecting your present reality, all right? If it's not entirely about the past, the current, right, energies that you're embracing, the current environment that you are in, okay? The people that you're interacting with, things like that. And based upon the answers that you will be getting from those questions, then maybe, just maybe, it would actually help you to make a decision. But those are the questions that some of you really needed to ask yourself. Wow, in terms of repeating numbers, by the way, you keep on getting the number 7, which is a very spiritual number. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull up more. Yeah, you got the Devil in reverse. You have Observer. All right, what is this? You got 5 of Michael. Oh my gosh, you got the 5 of Swords twice. And then you got your 2 of Ariel. Okay. So yeah, let's actually start off with these 2 cards. You got the Devil in reverse, and then you got the Observer card. What your spiritual guides wish you knew is that maybe you are actually in an environment, or you are in a connection, or in a situation that is not serving you. Okay? Number 2, they're wanting for you to, again, to pay attention to your thoughts and your feelings. Are you always inviting positivity into your life or negativity? All right? Because once you're aware of what energy you are embracing all the time, what thoughts you are inviting into your life all the time. For instance, oh yeah, I noticed that I actually, begin to invite a lot of negativity into my life. I always allow that to stay in my, space. Then the next question that you would ask yourself is this: what do you do now that you know that you are somehow inviting a lot of negative thoughts into your life? Would you allow that thought or emotions to stay? Or would you free yourself from it? That's why I got the devil in reverse. Pay attention. This is something that they wish you knew. Why? Because it's going to help you a lot. I tell you that. That's why I always say awareness is superpower. Once you're fully aware, all right, you have now the power, all right, to shift and to change. That's why I got the metamorphosis. You have the power to shift or to change things. Because of this knowledge. Because of this awareness that you have. Next, let's read the 5 of Swords or 5 of Michael. It says here, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So whatever this is for you that you really needed to release or let go of, group number 3. That's why I got the devil in reverse. Because devil is also talking about attachment, okay? Whatever type of attachment or unhealthy attachment. Whether it's actually a toxic connection, a behavior, self-limiting beliefs, a work that is actually just basically draining you, whatever, because this is a general reading. But this is something that your guides wanted you to ask yourself as well, all right? Do I really deserve this? Is this helping me to grow? Am I always going to allow myself to be attached on the past? Or am I allowing myself to be surrounded by, low vibrational energies? A toxic environment? Things like that. Those are the things that you really needed to think about. If you truly wanted to experience happiness and change in your life. They're also saying that you need to create balance, okay, with this 2 of Ethereal. And it even says here, it's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So some of you might be doing that. Maybe you're being also too hard on yourself because of you have 2 jobs, all right? But this is also a message from your spiritual team to pay attention with the observer. Pay attention to your health. It's great that you're working hard, but create balance. Take some time to rest. Because the devil card is also talking about a person who's actually really, kind of like very hardworking, yes, but they're burning themselves out. So I don't know who's that for, but if you're resonating with that, this is a message that your guides wanted you to know. Be careful with how you're actually treating your body as well, all right? There's something about that. There's something about you needing to take some time off, all right? To create balance. Others of you, to incorporate fun into what you're doing. Because it says here, making work fun, right? And you got the joyous fun card earlier as well, which is crazy. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Because you got joyous fun and you got professional assistance, which is all about career. So, or related to career. So somebody also needed to hear that, right? In which Your guides wanted you to incorporate fun into your work. All right, let's move on to the next set of cards. Oh, yes, because you got the power. That's exactly why spiritual guides kept on giving you this message, group number 3, to ask yourself those questions. Because once you're able to uncover the answer based upon those questions, this is going to give you power, right? The power to change your reality. That's why they kept on saying, pay attention to your current thoughts and emotions. Are you always inviting negativity into your life? Are you allowing yourself to be surrounded by people who's going to put you down? Are you associating yourself with low vibrational people? You know, things like that. That's just an example, you guys, all right? But the point is, once you're fully aware, all right, that, yeah, I always invite negativity or drama into my life, all right? Or I always find myself complaining and putting my focus on what's not working in my life, then there you go. The answer lies within you. Now that you know, what do you do? There's something about consciousness. There's something about you realizing, okay, that you do have the power really to change your situation. So you can actually experience happiness and experience joy and peace in your life. For instance, if you actually always invite negativity or you always put your focus on, let's just say, you know, what other people may have done towards you in the past, I'm hearing that right now, all right? You keep on putting your focus there. What does it do for you? It will only make you feel mad. You would always be consumed by anger or hatred. So the next question is that really helping you? Is it creating a solution to your problem? Sometimes we also have to balance our feelings as well as our thoughts. Okay? Sometimes we also have to learn not to be consumed by our own emotions all the time. We also have to think about it. We have to also use our logic. Balance is the key, okay? Balance is the key. Plus, awareness is the key. Some of you guys really needed to hear that so you can invite a different reality, so that your present reality will not be affected by past energies or anything in your current environment or situation that's blocking you from becoming happy. Whether that's other people bringing that into your life or drama into your life, or is it your own inner conflict? Because again, you got the 5 of Swords twice. So it can be 2 things. Other people bringing that into your life, or it's also your thoughts that's actually kind of like, putting you in the state of conflict. That's something that you need to look into. Because your guides wanted you to be happy. Your guides wanted you to realize that you deserve happiness, success. But you can only do that by tweaking some things, by changing some things. All right, let's move on to the next. Yeah, you got perseverance. Oh my gosh, you got love. And then you got fulfillment. So here's what I'm hearing based on these, cards that we just pulled up. Again, with the perseverance, what your spiritual guides wish you to do is that with perseverance, with steely determination, all right, you can achieve success. You can achieve fulfillment in so many ways. right? Whether it's actually around emotions, or whether it's around money, where you're feeling fulfilled or satisfied, right? Whether it's actually also love. I'm even hearing that for some of you guys, it's not to say that you won't experience love into your life just because of you had a heavy past or you were heartbroken over how people treated you. But they're actually saying here that those things needed to happen because it's just basically teaching you something. But it's not to say that you have to give up on love, okay? It's just helping you to grow. I don't know who is that for, but yeah, I'm hearing that. But then again, just by looking at all of these, 4 cards that we just pulled up, they wanted you to realize your full power. All right. And again, there's something about phases and cycles because you got the metamorphosis. Be patient, okay? Keep doing what you're doing. Maybe some of you are waiting for love. All right. Why is it not here yet? Because I'm hearing that right now. Somebody's also saying, gosh, I'm working my ass out. But it seems as if that my effort or hard work is going to waste. Again, persevere. All right? Have faith. Trust that your time will soon come. Because there's a time and season for everything. Just like the flower. Just like fruits, right? It's the right time for you to pick that fruit because it's already ripe. And the same with the metamorphosis. You have to go through some sort of like stages here. And just like with this power card, this is actually the full moon card. So some of you are still in the waxing phase or whatever moon phase. But honor that, all right? Eventually, you will be in this full moon phase, okay? There's something about that. Just be patient because I'm also hearing some of you are waiting for love, all right? It will happen. Just be patient, okay? Put your focus now on, on yourself, loving yourself maybe, all right? Or other things or stuff that would help you to grow, all right, as a person. And just trust that in the right time, it will happen. It will eventually happen. All right, let's see what's next. Yeah, oh my gosh. Now we got the transformation. Again, butterfly. What the freak? That's creepy. Because again, that's really what your spiritual guides would like to highlight for you. All right? There's going to be some changes. And I feel for you to experience changes into your life, you have to realize your power. That you have the power to change as well, right? You cannot expect for some changes to happen if you yourself are not willing to change something from within. For instance, you wanted a fit body. You wanted to be sexy and slim. So the next question that you should ask yourself, all right, am I eating the right type of food? Or am I always binging on unhealthy foods that are actually, not good for me, right? So there's something that you also needed to initiate yourself so you can actually see some positive transformation to happen into your life. Change also comes from within, okay? It has to come from you first. Next, I'm hearing that for some of you guys, they're saying take that leap of faith. Some of you, you know the answer is what I'm hearing. You know what's right for you, but something is holding you guys back. And you just continue to believe that, oh, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I don't know what is my next step. But the truth is, you know the answer. And they're also saying that you just really have to trust and just take that big leap, all right? Who knows? If you take that big leap, it will lead you to something far more beautiful, far more better. And maybe you would thank yourself later on and say to yourself, oh gosh, I'm glad that I actually did that long jump, okay? Or that risk. You got the balance card. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So again, there's something about balance, because I'm hearing that whatever situation you're resonating with, okay, they're actually saying that a lot of you guys who chose this pile, you are out of balance. The fact that you're feeling unfocused, you're tired because you got the Ten of Fire. Ten of Fire is actually a person's overwhelmed and feeling exhausted or drained. Some of you are losing focus with this thinking man, like you're having a hard time focusing. You're actually having a hard time searching for some answers. That's because you are imbalanced. And again, what is your power? Your power is awareness. And now that you're aware that, okay, I'm catching myself and I know that the reason why I'm actually like this, because I know that I'm imbalanced. The next question is, what do you do now that you are aware that you're imbalanced? That's your true power. You have the power to shift. You have the power to change. Yes, there are some things that are not within our control, but this is talking about the things that you can actually do for yourself. Okay, you got luck is on your side. So for those who are resonating with, you're afraid to take that giant leap, okay? You don't feel confident. Well, luck is on your side. Go for it. Okay? And also with this bow and arrow, there's something about you staying focused. Hitting the target. Putting your focus on your goals. Alright? Where do you put your focus on? That's what kept on repeating as well all the time for group number 3. Yeah, you got your adventure. So it says here, laughter, spontaneous, nature, renewal. Again, there's something about, number 1, whenever you feel imbalanced, this is a time for you to spend some time in nature so you can ground, okay? Grounding is very strong for group number 3. I tell you that, okay? That's what your guides wish that you knew, all right? Plus, with the laughter keyword over here, it's similar to the joyous fun card that you actually got. And there's a message as well for you to incorporate fun into your life, all right? Enjoy life. It's not to say that you don't have to be serious in your life or you don't take your life seriously. But again, everything in life is all about balance. Try to also incorporate fun into your everyday life. Just like what Joker said, why so serious, right? When is the last time you actually, did something silly and fun? Ask yourself that, right? Those are things that some of you actually also needed to hear. All right, let's see what else. Evidence. Okay. Let's pull this up. You have vulture spirit, and it says here, nothing is wasted. Okay. You have chameleon spirit, act as if. And then you got snake spirit, time to heal. So here's what I'm hearing based on all these new set of cards. Let's start off with snake spirit. Again, for some of you guys, you're being encouraged by your spiritual team to shed old skin. So you can actually welcome the new, right? There's something about you finally releasing the past. Old patterns, old beliefs. So you can enjoy and experience a far more better life out there. Okay? Next, you got nothing is wasted. So I'm hearing that for some of you guys, it may feel as if that everything, I just said that earlier, right? Some of you are saying, gosh, I'm working my ass out, But it seems to me that everything that I do is going into waste. That's weird. I exactly use the word waste because that's what I heard from the spiritual guides here. And now it says here, nothing is wasted. And that's what they wish you knew. You may think that your efforts are going nowhere, all right? Nope. That's why I got perseverance. Don't quit. Keep doing what you're doing. Sooner or later, you would be enjoying the fruits of your labor, okay? Chameleon spirit, act as if. I feel this is a message for some of you guys to be able to master this, all right? Act as if that you're already achieving this thing that you have in your mind. For instance, claim it as if your partner is already here, right? That's actually what I'm getting. And also with the chameleon, there's something about blending, all right? There's something about adaptation. Or learning how to adapt to the changes. That's another message that's coming through. I'm not just going to be reading that based on what it says here. Okay, so let's see what's next. You have nature. Oh my gosh, what the freak? Gosh, need I say more? Remember this adventure card and the keyword is nature. And I even said that, yeah, your guides are really encouraging for you to be grounded, to be connected to nature every time you feel imbalance. Because I tell you, group number 3, out of all the 3 groups, I'm already feeling it. I even have to pause the video, honestly, because I'm having a hard time either breathing or talking. There's something about feeling overwhelmed. There's something about feeling tense and unfocused or all over the place. I'm also hearing cleansing for group number 3. Okay. All right. But let's read this. It says, this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer. So take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Yeah, the power of Mother Nature, you guys. Mother Nature would really help you to heal. Okay, so this is a message for a lot of you. Because that's interesting. It says here nature too. Okay, so you're being encouraged, group number 3, to spend some quality time outdoors. To spend some time in nature. All right, let's see what else. Okay, you got your growth. And it says here, seek out a mentor or guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. Yeah, again, this is making sense. Why you got the metamorphosis card and then you got the transformation. Just kind of like, again, the transformation of a butterfly, all right? Be gentle with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Take baby steps. Be patient. You're going to get there. Sooner or later, you will get there. Whether it's the success that you want to achieve in your life, around your career, or whether it's you dreaming about this love of your life or having a successful love life, be patient. Take baby steps, all right? And also, be willing to learn, all right, from your journey. Because this is going to allow you to grow as a person or as an individual. Next, you got your magic. And it says here, make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. So yeah, that's very straightforward there, you guys. Your spiritual team would like for you to realize or to believe in your own magic. All right? You're surrounded by magic. And also to have faith that miracles do happen too. Okay, you got divine will. And it says here, Your life is unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. Again, trust. Oh my gosh. Let go of fear and apprehension. See? You are protected and eternally blessed. Have patience. All manifest in perfect timing. Bingo. What the freak. You saw me shuffle as always. That's the point that we're trying to drive at. Group number 3. I hope this makes sense. If you still remember the message that came through for you guys from your spiritual team, they kept on saying there's a time and season for everything. Don't rush. You may actually find yourself spending some time on overthinking, like you're really trying to find, some clarity here, all right? But you have to also understand, right, that no matter how much you try to force things, all right, it's not the right time just yet. But trust that it will arrive, okay? Again, whether it's around love life, or you wanted this person back into your life, or it's actually a new love that you wanted to manifest, or a job that you wanted to also manifest, it doesn't matter, all right? They're saying have patience. All will manifest in perfect timing. Which is making sense because of the cycles, because of the, again, stages of the butterfly with the metamorphosis, right? Like what I said, you can't become a butterfly overnight, right? You have to go through some stages, and you really have to be patient with your growth. Well, all right. I love this reading for group number 3. Very straightforward. So, before we wrap things up, let's actually get some additional messages from your loved ones in spirit, okay? What is it that they wanted to tell you as well right now? The earth is our school. Exactamundo. We came here on this earth to learn. And this is something that I always share with you guys, because this is what my late father always tells me, all right? That this physical realm is a school. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, the purpose as well of reincarnation is for you, all right? To learn from your past life lessons until you pass the test, all right? Because again, life is like an exam. And we all experience failures. But that's not to say that we're going to give up, all right? We may fall down, but we have to help ourselves to rise above it, all right? To get up, all right? Do things all over again, all right? Until we make it. So it's the same with school. You may flunk the exam, and then you retake it again until you pass, until you graduate, right? This realm, which is Earth, is really difficult. This is where pain and suffering exist. That's why I remember my late father would always tell me this is one of the most difficult realm or dimension, which is this plane. And did you know that even angels or spiritual guides, they really have to lower down their vibration to connect with us human beings or this plane, because the Earth is a very low vibrational realm. And this is a message for some of you guys. Again, why? Because there is a message for some people out there watching group number 3 in which you're being asked by your spiritual team, are you always inviting positivity or negativity into your life? And that you do have the power to choose to change it, okay? Once you're aware of what energy you're embracing, what thoughts you're inviting, okay? Again, somebody needed to hear that. But yes, the Earth is our school. We came here to learn, all right? So we can grow. That's why I got the growth card. Okay, you have a message that says, I am sorry, please forgive me. So your loved ones in spirit, whether this is actually a father, a best friend, or, a mother figure who's now in the spiritual world or spirit realm, really wanted to seek for your forgiveness. They wanted to say, I'm sorry. Okay. And they too also learned a lot, all right? I I am so much better now. Okay, so somebody's probably concerned about a loved one who passed away. Are they feeling okay? Are they still suffering? Okay, so that's something that a lot of us may not be aware about. But the truth is, even if they actually suffered before they passed on or before they crossed over to the other dimension or realm, no, you guys, that they're perfectly fine as soon as they actually transition to the spirit world. If what happened to your loved one in spirit is that they're suffering from some severe illness, all right, that's not to say that they're still carrying that illness when they transition towards the realm that they should be in, right? Or as they cross over. This is their promise to you that I'm okay. I'm so much better now. And they're hoping that this is going to make you feel at peace, knowing and realizing that your loved ones in spirit is okay. All right? Personally, that's what I've experienced too. When I lost my late father, he died of a very rare disease, which is Moshkowitz disease. It's so rare that it was really hard for the doctors to, to find a cure for it. And so I was really worried over my dad. Like, are you okay, Dad? Now that you have crossed over, I'm so worried over you. Where are you? Are you okay where you are right now? And that's normal. Because when we love someone, we are really going to be carrying a lot of guilt or hurt or pain, okay, in our hearts. Because we wanted the best for our loved ones, right? But this is a promise for some of you guys that they're actually feeling so much better now than ever. Okay? So I hope this would give you peace of mind. And then the last message for you guys is, remember me by the happy memories we created. Right. This is something that I also wanted to share, you guys. I actually also never saw my father when he passed away. Okay? And that's because my father doesn't want me to remember him in a negative way. Because my sister was the only one who saw my father when he passed away. And in which he was saying that my father looked totally different when he used to be healthy. Okay? Like he is a totally different person because of his physical appearance. And so my father actually told me before he died that I want you to remember me in a different way. In a way that would make you happy. All right? I don't want you to remember me the way I look when I pass away. All right? That I'm looking, sick or, I don't know. I'm getting that message as well for someone out there. That's why I feel the need to share my personal experience. So again, regardless, you guys, your spirit guides or your loved ones in spirit wanted you to remember them by the happy memories that they actually created with you, that you both shared together. That's where you should put your focus on. Okay? Because remember, every time you actually feel bad, do you know that even your spiritual team also feels bad, of course? And it's making them hard to transition even. That's so true. It's only normal that we experience grief, okay? Because we love them. But we have to accept the fact that they're already in a different realm. But that's not to say that they're not with you. That's not to say that they're not guiding you, right? There may be physical separation, but the connection still exists, all right? It's always going to be there. So there you go, group number 3. I love your reading. This is actually my favorite, okay? Because I feel that you guys have the power to change your thoughts, have the power to change your life by changing your thoughts, replacing your thoughts and emotions into something positive. If you wanted to invite positivity in your life, if you wanted to have a really great, experience, ask yourself those questions. What are you doing on your part within yourself, all right? I remember a person was saying, what is the secret to staying young? You look so young. And I remember that female personality actually said, well, it's because of my outlook in life. That's my secret. I always think positively, all right? I also eat the right type of food, you know? So again, because she is aware of that power that lies within her. And this is something that your spiritual guides wish you knew. Okay? That's all I have for you. I'll see you again next week. Bye now.